Okay, so welcome everybody on board on the call tonight. Thank you, Shan, very much for joining us.
You're
I asked
welcome.
Shan if she would come on because I want to, pick her brains on a couple of things as we as a team are trying to go for area qualification this month.
Yeah.
I've been very close before, but I've now got more active people in my business than I had then. So I think it's absolutely doable. But Shan, I wanted to just ask you a couple of things, if I may, that will help the guys, because as you know, really kind of Claire, Christiana and Jade are all quite new to the team. Abby's not on tonight because it's her little one's birthday and Helen is at a business dinner in London. But at some point in the next few weeks, all of these ladies are going to be sponsoring new consultants into their business as they get to DMs. So I know you got to district manager in your first month of your business. So can you tell us how you did that and maybe give the team tips?
Yeah, of course. So thanks for asking me on the call anyway. I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but I said to Barbara I'd come on and say hi and, just absolutely cheer you guys on because you're so ready to go to area now. And this is the time, especially as there's some new consultants in the team, that you can really link with this. Sorry, got a wee bit of a so yeah, when I first started Arbonne 7 years ago, I had my reasons were financial. I think you kind of know my background. I was a nurse, a single parent, was always looking for extra ways to bring in some money. And when I first started my business, my need was great to sort of make it work. So I knew from day one, week one, that I was going to go out there. Do you want to mute everybody, Barbara? It's just there's a wee bit of background.
Yeah,
it's just a wee bit of interference. Yeah, perfect. And Christiana, you can maybe mute yourself if you don't mind. It's just you get a wee bit of an echo going on as well. It's just in the bottom corner on the left there. You can just click the microphone and that'll mute you. Perfect. So yeah, I kind of knew from the word get-go that I wanted to make this business work and I wanted to make it work fast. And I understood what the business could give me if I really ran with it. And I was just, newly using the products, knew that I loved them. So it was all about skincare back in the day. I bought, when I first started my business, I was absolutely skint, like, quite a lot of serious credit card debt. But at the same time, I understood if I wanted to make this a serious business that was going to make me money, I was going to have to invest. And Stuart had said to me, Shan, buy as much product to use and to share as you can physically afford to. And I said, well, I just really can't afford to at all. But he said, look, if you, get some product even on a credit card. So I got an interest-free credit card and I spent about £1,500 and I bought sets of RE9 that were going to be my business tools, So I bought, back in the day, we bought 4 or 5 sets of RE9, which we used as our little kind of employees, if you like. So when I was out doing my nursing job, I had these little bags out working for me, in people's hands. They were trying the products for 2 or 3 days. I followed up with them properly, got the products back. And that really worked well. It really did work well. And I was just speaking to everybody that I could possibly speak to. Not that I had any credibility back in the day. I was the first person in Arbonne to get started with the business. So I didn't have anybody to duplicate. But I knew I wanted to go to the top of the business and I wanted to be earning that gangster money, in the next 10 years. So I just got to work, and really there's no magic ingredient in Arbonne apart from the people that you actually physically get in front of, whether it's on Zoom nowadays, a lot of it's online. It wasn't in my day. It was a case of meeting people for a coffee or having them around your house. I had a lot of little meetings around my kitchen table, talking about the business, letting people try the products, etc. But it absolutely is about starting strong with products that you're going to use. Now, things have changed obviously now because, we don't go and buy 5 or 6 gold bags. We don't buy 6 skincare sets to hand out like we did back in the day. It's very much a case of people will often start with a 30-day healthy living plan, and they'll use it themselves so they can go and, you know, tell people how amazing it is and how they feel. But I would definitely say make sure that you've got, you know, at least 1 or 2 or 3 even skincare sets. They don't all have to be RE9, but whatever you use. In my opinion, the RE9 is definitely the best. Buy another one to share, or maybe Biohydria as well. Obviously, the nutrition products are amazing now, so we get everybody started with them. But again, think about, if you want this business to work for you, you've got to treat it like a business, and that means investing, because you can't sell out of an empty wagon, let's face it. If you were going to start a coffee shop, you know, this was an analogy that was used with me even way back in the day. I remember Ian Pritchard saying to me, Shan, if you were going to start a coffee shop, a small business, you know, you imagine that the £30 sign up is, we paid £58 back in the day to join Arbonne, so it's, you know, nearly half that now. But imagine that that's the premises, that's your coffee shop. Now you've obviously got to put in coffee, milk, sugar, biscuits. But would you start that coffee shop with 1 table and chairs, or would you set your coffee shop up with 5 or 6 tables and chairs, you know? I was like, well, obviously 5 or 6 or more. He's like, yeah, it's a no-brainer. You know, you want to get the footfall, you want to be able to make that work and bring people in and make you money. So it's a bit like that. You know, if you think you can start your business on 100 quid, you can. People have done it, but it's not the best start, because you're going to be very limited with the amount of products that you can share with people. If you do an event or a little workshop, you're not going to have products to showcase, and people like to see product to try it, obviously. So I would very much say, if depending on what you want from it, everybody's expectation is different. But if you want to grow this business, you know, to, you know, tens of thousands of pounds a month, which we know is possible and doable, then you need to start with product. You need to have a really good, you know, think about, if you were going to go and, you know, start a business, buy a franchise, you would need to invest, you know, a lot of money. You can literally set yourself up with a whole Arbonne pack for the price of a laptop. You know, there's no other business out there that will give you the return by investing a small amount like that. So that's one thing I think is definitely was the secret, that I had products to share with people. I went out and I spoke to people, and that's what gets the momentum. And I really very much thought about, I remember Stuart saying in the beginning, think of your dream team of 4 people that you want to work with, that you want to go on trips with, that you want to do life with, etc. Because we get to pick who we work with in this business, which is amazing as well. You know, we pretty much can not pick and choose, but we can approach the people that we really would love to have a business with. So think about who these people are, these key people are, and do your launches. You know, you can, it's easier than ever now to start a business, because people don't even need to leave the house. You know, they can sit in the comfort of their home in their pajamas if they so wish, or their pajama bottoms. And you know, it's so easy to get information about the business and have people, you know, support and help, and we've got all these people to duplicate, etc., which I didn't have back in the day. I was really ignorance on fire. And yeah, just have to go out with, get yourself set up with the products and go out and share with people. And if you don't have any, you know, story in the beginning, use other people's story, you know, borrow somebody else's story, but have, one thing I would say is have big vision. You know, I'm guessing that you guys have written out your why you want to do the business, what you want it to give you, and you've given it to Barbara. Have you done that already? If you haven't, I would say that's one of the first things, you know, do that. Send it to Barbara when you're having a bit of a downtime. You know, Barbara will be able to say, look, this is the reason that you started your business, you know, let's go back to that. And, you know, your why changes all the time, but write one in the beginning. Do a wee, like I was saying on the call last night, record a little sort of 60-second story that you can use as a tool to share with people. because when you're asking them to look at your business, you can send that to them initially, just as a wee taster. And remember, it's you that they're buying into. It's not myself or Stuart or Nicola Wills. Yes, you know, these people have got into the Mercedes and they're doing great things. They've made a success of the business, but it's you that people want to join. So I know it's a wee bit uncomfortable in the beginning, thinking, oh gosh, I don't want to record anything, but Barbara will help you with that. And it literally can just be like 5 minutes. Hi, this is me, it's my background. You ladies are absolutely more than capable of doing that, and it would be a good wee tool for you to have. And just, you know, follow the system. So when Barbara says to you, let's set up a date for a launch, trust Barbara, she's been in the business, she knows what she's talking about. So just be coachable. That's the other thing, you know, is to just to follow the system and do what your upline is telling you, and just be passionate about what you're doing. I really do believe it's about energy and what you see for yourself for the next 5 or 10 years, because honestly, I had it said to me in the beginning, but see now, if I could take my eyes out my head and put them into yours, you know, it blows your mind. And especially when you come to AAC in September and see the bigger picture and see the amazing leadership and the amazing, you know, Groupe Rocher, your belief will go from here to here. Really, it's quite incredible. But yeah, I would just say you've got a wonderful leader in Barbara. Use her for, you know, your initially when you're chatting to people and following up. Barbara's got all the answers to the questions, you know, so use Barbara in your initial chats and things, because if I was speaking to anybody, I always use Stuart, you know, I always use Stuart. It's important. And I know sometimes you think, oh no, I'll do it myself. I wouldn't suggest that. I would say use Barbara, because if there's a situation that you're not too sure of the answer, then Barbara will be able to, you know, to step in and explain it. And that really works well in the beginning with people, because the people want to know and see that, you know, people are working it and having success and everything. But I'm excited for you. You're going to be a new area in the next couple of months.
Thank you, Shan. That's great. And you've answered a lot of my second question, which was how best to get a new IC started strong, because obviously Christiana are, you know, trying to start strong, but when they get people on board. Is there anything else you wanted to add to that?
Not really. I think that's the basics. You know, get your business started up with the right products that you need to use and that you can share with people. Plug into every call live. You know, so the weekly whippings on a Monday. You know, I don't let any of my team, my consultants, away with that. They need to be on it live, unless they're, you know, unless it's like physically impossible. Because catching up on recordings is just not the same. You want to be feeling that energy, the excitement. Attending things, if there's anything going on in your area, make sure you get to, you know, plan to come to AAC, and just be coachable, because Barbara, like I say, there is a system for success. So it's a bit like following a recipe. If you think you know better and you're going to miss a few things out and tweak them along the way, trust me, it will be a long journey for you, because you will go this way, that way. And really, it's much quicker and easier just to follow the path of the people that have gone before, because we've made the mistakes, and, you know, that's fine. But you guys can really benefit from Barbara's wisdom. And I'm always here as well to help. If there's anything I can do, I'm happy to. If you want any credibility on calls, or any kind of, you know, oh, how did she get into Mercedes, you know, from doing a really busy nursing job, being the age of 48, blah, 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 whatever. Then just let me know, because I'm happy to come on a call and, you know, chat to people, to make them see that we're normal people, you know.
That's great, Shan. Thank you very much. That's been really helpful.
So I will let you get on with your call, Barbara, because I know that you've got some things.
I've got some training to do. So thanks very much, Shan.
Amazing. Lovely to see you, Claire and Christiana. See you soon.
Thank you. Take care, Shan. Cheerio. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Right, I'm just going to share my screen, guys. Can you all see that? Yeah. I'm just going to unmute you both for a minute. Can you all see that? Can you see my screen? Yeah. Okay. So just very quickly, our goal for this month is as a team to go for area qualification, which is 10,000 QV by the 31st of March. And then the second month, we aim to have 14,000, and that gets us qualified as an area. But you obviously have to do the first hurdle first. If everyone who's active in my business at the moment were to do the IC bonus, which is 2,500 QV and 2 signups, we can easily achieve this. And I think each of you should all be going for at least your IC bonus, which gives you an extra £60 on top of your commission levels, whether they're 15 or 35%. So this month, all preferred clients, if they spend £250, they get 40% off everything instead of 20%. So I've been talking to my PCs a lot about that. For anyone new that's starting, it means they get 250 quid's worth of product for 150. So it's a very good offer. Obviously, as consultants, we can, if we buy up to 400 QV, we get 50% off everything. And 400 QV is about 250 quid. So as brand ambassadors, we need to be using the product. So we should really be taking advantage of this IC offer. And then Mother's Day is coming up. There is a limited edition Rescue and Renew set, which is, you know, is actually, that's the wrong way around. It's £26 for preferred clients. Yeah, sorry, 26 for us and 32 for preferred clients. That's not hugely expensive for someone to sort of buy their mum a Mother's Day gift. So maybe in your social media or talking to your friends, you could get a few people together to sign up as a PC, and they could buy the products between them. I sometimes do that with people when they say, oh, I don't want to spend that much, but that's one way to do it. Often people say to me, well, what's the daily activity, Barbara? Like, what do I actually need to do? And it is literally about simply asking or messaging a minimum of 3 to 5 people every day to just take a look at the business. Some of them might become consultants, some of them might become clients, or if not, ask for referrals and they could become a connector for you. So I think if you don't start with the business, you've nowhere else to go. Whereas if you start with the business and someone said, it's not for me, I want to watch and see what you do, they can become a preferred client, start to enjoy all the products, experience how Arbonne works, or if they really don't want to try the products, then ask them for a referral. And who do they know that might be interested in the products or the business? Your business is open 24/7. You need to tell everybody. I always say, don't be a secret agent. You know, tell people you're an Arbonne consultant. I want to do an Instagram or Facebook Live to launch your businesses. Now, I've done one with Shan, and I can talk to you all individually about doing that. But we need to diary in so we can do a live to tell people why you're doing the business. So we'll help you with, you know, articulating your why and being able to do that sort of 60-second thing. So we keep those to no more than maybe 8 or 10 minutes maximum. And then it's really important to do the personal development training. So whether that's reading 10 pages of a good recommended personal development book, and there's a whole on the Armfield Facebook page. Shan mentioned joining the weekly whipping call at 9 o'clock, because someone's gone to a lot of trouble to do that training for you. And it really helps when you're in the early stages of your business. They listen to the SoundCloud trainings. They're all the trainings from the US. You can just literally listen to them in your car or on the tube, download the SoundCloud app and just find the one that appeals to you most. It might be how to get to district, how to get to manager, how to start your business, how to deal with rejection, whatever is the issue you've got at the moment, you'll find it on a SoundCloud. And then engaging in team calls like this and training. I'm going to try and set one up every 2 weeks. So I'm going to try and find a time that suits everybody. And then be a brand ambassador. Use the products. Remember to replace your existing supermarket or department store purchases by buying from your own store. So not only will you get your 35 to 40% discount, but actually you're using good products. Now, when someone says, oh, have you got one of these? Or what would I use for this? You'll be able to say with authenticity that you can. I think it's really important that we all support each other as a team, because we'll be a team not just because we work together, but because we respect each other and we care about each other. And that's why I'm trying to get us all so that we get to know each other and get to meet each other. I think we should all follow each other on social media. So I'm going to ask everybody to put their IG and Facebook handles so we can follow them. Like or comment on each other's posts, because that's lovely to see that, you know, and then if people see other people commenting and liking, they'll do the same. They're not necessarily need to know that we're Arbonne consultants. And then, as I say, share in the WhatsApp group your handles so we can follow you. These are some diary notes. Shan's already mentioned one or two of them, but there is a Discover Arbonne event in London, which Stuart runs, third Tuesday of every month. Christiane and I are going next week. You can bring a guest to that for free. Claire, you and I have been to them before. It's just lets you hear how other people talk about the business, and it's really good to just get involved and be all in. We have on Saturday the 8th of June a UK business and product training roadshow. Not road show, but anyway, roadshow.
We know what you mean.
Yeah, well, it's in Houndsditch, so I'm not sure where that is exactly, but it's London anyway. The booking's not open for that till the end of April, but it's a whole day of training. You get some gifts and free products, and you get lunch and everything. So and also you get to meet other people, so you can meet other sidelines. And then our main annual Arbonne conference is in Birmingham on September the 11th and the 12th. That's a Friday and Saturday. So just make a note of those dates, because once you go to the conference, you'll just, as Shan said, see all the leadership, everything we're doing behind making our products the absolute best on the marketplace. So just take a note of them. I wanted to just very quickly pick one area, how to make nutrition work in your business. Christiana and Jade are both doing the 30-day plan at the moment. It is hard to promote the practical things of the plan if you haven't experienced them. Claire, your new husband did it, and actually he was fantastic on social media.
Yeah, he is.
About you know, the difference it made to him. He could get into all his suits. He did it from a very man's point of view, saying, I've got rid of my belly, my beer belly. My clothes are all fitting me. When I got married, when he got measured for his wedding suit, he had to go down a size. So he was absolutely delighted. He looked amazing, didn't he, Claire? On his wedding day, he looked fantastic.
Absolutely. And he's interesting, because somebody in the office asked him yesterday, oh, you look really good, John. So I'll talk to you tomorrow when we meet, Barbara, about who I can send. I think for me at the moment, I feel a little bit inundated. We've got so much information. I guess I don't know where to pinpoint stuff. Like, for example, John comes home from work and he says to me, Claire, someone's interested in the detox. What can I send them?
Oh, the 3-minute video, I'll do all that with you tomorrow.
No, but this is no, it's fine. But this is where I guess I just feel at the moment, it's just a little bit, wow, there's so much support, there's so much information, but I haven't got my head around exactly where everything is.
Yeah, and I think because you've had a bit of a gap between
absolutely
getting married and everything, so we'll go back over everything. That's not a problem. That's what I'm here for. Happy to do
perfect
that.
Thank you.
This is how you can get people involved, and I know, Christiane, you're already trying to do this, is look for accountability partners. So, you know, when I did it the first time, I said, if anyone sees me in the golf club with a glass of wine, you are entitled to take it out of my hand, because I'm doing the 30-day plan and I'm not having any alcohol or any caffeine. So if you see me with coffee or wine, just point it out to me, kind of thing. And people are very quick to want to do that. And you can either use other people's transformations, like you can use mine. I've got pictures on my preferred client Facebook group of before and after, until you have your own. And you don't have to be in a bikini. You can be in gym wear, you can be in a nice dress, whatever you want. And I think it's important to diary how you're doing. And what Christiana and I have been doing is, Christiana did a great job of filming the products so that people know when the box is opened what's in it. I thought that was great. Well done.
Oh, that was my first video ever. I was like really nervous doing it.
It was really good. You did a great job. And then these are my top tips. Like, be honest, because people appreciate you being honest, and they respond to that more. And if people show you've got struggles, like you're desperate for a glass of wine, or you know, you once you've taken a fizz stick, that's gone off you, or if you've had a lot of caffeine and you're having withdrawal and headaches, I think people prefer to hear that than, oh, it's all wonderful, because it is challenging. It is, you know, there's bits, people have different hurdles at different times. And keep posting regularly, because not just in the first week when you're all excited, but, you know, in week 2 or week 3 when, you know, you're really starting to feel a difference and your energy levels are up and gut health and stuff is improved. I would say do a Facebook Live or an Instagram Live at the beginning and at the middle and at the end, just to say to people, like you've already done yours, Christiana, saying this is why I'm doing it. I want to improve gut health. I've got issues, you know, gut issues I want to improve. Take the before and after pictures, take your measurements, you know, your arms, your bust, your hips, your waist and your thighs. Because when I did it the first time, I only lost 4 pounds, but I did lose 7.5 inches off my body. But the 4 pounds was all in my tummy. And when I said, that's 2 bags of sugar, that's, you know, that's really for me, as soon as I put on weight, I put it on my tummy. So that's why I know that, you know, taking out gluten and dairy and for me are the things I, you know, I'm right back on it now, not on the full plan, but doing it 80-20. And then it's important to plan and prepare your meals in time and your food.
I think that's key. Absolutely key.
Yeah, because you and John were doing cooking together and shopping together beforehand, and you know that helped you, didn't it?
Hugely. It was that was massive. Yeah.
Good. And then increase, like even just walking. You don't have to do heavy exercise, but you do need to do a little bit of exercise. It will help you more. And then talk to people about it. Tell them what you're doing. You know, I would have my shake in my Arbonne shaker cup and my water bottle with my fizz. People say, "What's that you're drinking? What's?" And it just starts the conversation.
That was exactly that was the catalyst. It was John's bottle yesterday that was a catalyst for his colleague to say to him, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah. Super. Well, we will go through that tomorrow. And
no,
then,
it's fantastic.
And then I think the thing is, don't chase people. Don't be stressed. Don't be desperate. Just relax, because when you relax, it comes to you. You know, make your wants want you. I think sometimes when people get a few people to say no, you just sort of feel desperate. Don't need to do that. It's absolute. Just relax. It will come to you. These products are amazing. They all work.
They are.
They're all clinically tested. We've been going for 40 years, so it's a proven kind of success model. And then I thought I had one other slide. No, I think that's it. I just wanted to keep it really short and sweet to half an hour, because I know you're all busy and you've got things to do. So that's really, so what I'll do is I'll post this in the WhatsApp group. The guys who weren't able to make it. And we've all got individual one-to-ones coming up, but it is important to get your business launch, your online launch. Christiana, you've one more to do, and your product launch, because that's what will build your QVs, and that's what will get you your IC bonus or beyond this month.
Perfect. Thank you, Barbara.
Any questions or any? No? Okay. So look, thank you all very much for dialing in. I'll share this with the others, and then I'll try and find a time that we can all do every 2 weeks. If we just do 30 minutes every 2 weeks, and if there's any particular topic, then I can address that and we can kind of share how everybody's getting on. I think that's probably going to work the best. So I'm going to shop.
Fantastic. Thank you, Barbara, so much. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm just going to